So if you're watching this, this means that you're going to be in my class this year, which makes me so excited. And I'm really, really looking forward to meeting you. But I have to be honest, I'm also really nervous. And it kind of has me wondering if you're a little bit nervous too. So I thought maybe if you saw me, you heard my voice, you'd realize that I'm not that scary and we're going to have a really great year. But I thought, let's just get this out of the way and let's talk about some first day jitters. Because I'm gonna have butterflies in my tummy, you might have butterflies in your tummy, and we're gonna read about a girl named Sarah who's got some major butterflies in her tummy. This story is called First Day Jitters. Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day of your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. Here's the deal. I have a dog too. His name's Archie. So this page reminds me a lot of Archie because sometimes when I'm feeling super lazy and I just want to stay in bed all day, Archie does everything he can to wake me up too. It's very annoying, but very sweet. No, I am not going. I don't want to start over at a new school again. I hate my new school, Sarah said, and she tunneled down to the end of her bed. Man, poor Mr. Hartwell. He's struggling to get her out of bed. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your old school, you'll like your new school. Besides, just think of all of the new friends you're going to meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it's going to be hard. I hate it, that's all. Okay, so this is what Mr. Hartwell thinks the first day of school is gonna be like for Sarah. And this is what Sarah thinks the first day of school is going to be like for her. And I don't know about you, but sometimes my imagination gets the best of me and it goes crazy, and I can get a little bit like Sarah here, but I doubt you're anything like this. I bet you're probably over here. Maybe you're that person, or that person. I don't know, I haven't met you yet. What will everyone think if you're not there? We told them that you were coming. Police. People freaking out. They'll think that I'm lucky, and they will wish that they were at home in bed just like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I am not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I will see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Ooh. She's in trouble. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. Have you ever done that before? You didn't want to do something, so you're like, oh, I don't feel well. Kind of like Sarah. But I do not think Mr. Hartwell's fallen for it. He is ready for her to go to school. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. That means that she's so nervous that her hands are sweating. They drove down the street and she couldn't even breathe. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped into her seat. It looks a little scary, but I bet the inside's really nice. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go. You know, everybody says that principals are so scary. Look at this principal. She is so nice. And you know what? We actually have a really nice principal too. If you haven't met her before, you're really gonna like her. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous on the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. It's one crowded hallway. I'd feel pretty nervous too if that was my first day. It's a lot of kids to meet. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as their principal, Mrs. Burton, cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Hartwell. So all along, the person who was freaked out the most about the new school year was the teacher. And I have to be honest with you, I'm probably gonna be more nervous for the first day of school than you're going to be. But I guarantee you we're gonna get through that first day together, and then we're gonna get through 180 awesome days together where we can hang out, learn new things, get to know each other, be a really strong community, and our community is not going to be the same without you. And we are really, really excited that you're here. I'll see you on the first day of school.